All right, let's take a look at replacing the remote mirror switch on this 2001 Dodge Intrepid. Now, as you can see, somebody's been a little hard on the old one here. And so while it does still move the mirror, there's no way to select between driver's side or passenger side. So first thing we need to do is pop off the door panel here. And so I'm going to use my 90-degree pick and pop off some of these little plastic tabs here. There's one right here behind the door handle. So I'll fold that out. Another one inside the pull part of the handle, and that reveals a couple Phillips head screws. So I'll use my Phillips head screwdriver to remove those. I've got a couple screws there, then a few screws along the bottom of the door here as well. So I'm going to go ahead and pull those out. Then you'll notice I've also got the window all the way in the down position. Once I get these screws out, it's going to allow me to fold up the door panel and release it from the pinch rail here on the windowsill. Okay, so now that I've got all those screws out, we'll do a little bit of gentle prying and tugging. You know, and it still feels like something is binding up inside here. So let's go ahead and remove the radio grill. You can see I can gently squeeze it in here and release these tabs and pop it out. Now it looks like there is actually one more screw inside of here. And maybe another down below. And one more up top here. Well, you can see the joys of working with some of these trim panels. There's always something hidden. And so we want to be a little cautious as we're pulling these apart. So now once that is loose, I'm going to roll the panel up and remove it up from the window track here. Once we slide the door lock out of its place, we've got the rod still on the back side attaching the door handle in place. And so it's nothing more than a plastic clip that we fold over. That's going to allow us to drop down the panel and access the back side of our switch. So now that we've got our door panel flipped down, now I can reach in and release the two tabs holding this in place. As you can see, the plastic's quite brittle, as we expected, due to the previous one being broken off. Then I can flip the tab back and release the electrical connector. We will now plug in our new switch and simply clip it into place, lock it down, and now we're ready to reverse the process. Now that it's in place, I can flip it up. You can see a little bit of that locking tab for the door latch here. And so let's reverse the process and make sure everything's working properly. So I've gone ahead, put my lock back in place, reconnected the rod on the back side of this, pushed it down, got over that clip there, and now there are a couple plastic push pins holding it in place. So now I'm going to go back and reinstall the screws in the speaker. I can reinstall the speaker grill. We'll install the screws there, the three in the bottom, get the one in the door and the other one right here, and it should be all set. So now you see our new switch works on the driver's side, and we can also select the passenger side and make that work. So hopefully now you understand the process of replacing the remote mirror switch on a 2001 Dodge Intrepid. Remember, there's a lot of hidden screws in here. Take it slow, be careful with this brittle plastic, and you should be as successful as I was.